We've resigned ourselves to turning children into work robots. Look, I went through that myself. I thought I was a fool when I was in high school. I was like, there's got to be something wrong with me. I can't concentrate. I can't do it. I'm never going to be good at anything. I was like, I'm just going to resign myself to be an outcast. I'm going to resign myself to be a loser because I just couldn't sit still in class. I couldn't pay attention. I didn't want to do the homework. I was bored out of my fucking mind. And I didn't even realize there was anything that I could do that I would be intellectually curious about. I mean, I didn't think that was a part of my life. I didn't think I was a curious person. And it was just merely because I was being forced to do a bunch of shit that I didn't want to do, and it tainted my idea of learning. And when I got out of school, and then when I started reading books just for my own amusement and interest, then I realized, oh, I'm a very curious person. I just didn't want to do what they wanted me to do. I didn't want to study what they wanted me to study, and I didn't want to be stuck in some room with some person who was undermotivated and really didn't have any understanding of how to deal with children. It was the rare person, 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6 teachers that would come along that would give you like some spark of happiness and love, and you would go like, oh, this class is pretty cool. That's a good teacher. Like, oh, she's nice. You know, oh, he's fun. You know, it was rare. It was very rare. Most of the time, it was a dull grind. And I would wake up with nightmares after I'd graduated that I'd fucked up and didn't get the right amount of credits and I had to go back to school. I would have crazy nightmares that I would have to repeat the 12th grade and go back to school because it was soul-sucking. And to me, it represented the future because the future was going to be more soul-sucking because you were going to be working 40 hours a week plus overtime, doing something that you hated, and this is what you had to do if you wanted to get by in this life. And that is what was presented to me. And that's what's presented to a lot of people. And if you take that and keep going with it, you eventually become that guy who's in that job. And then you say, well, maybe I'll get some happiness if I get a nice car. And so you take out a lease on a nice car, and then now you have this debt that you have to pay. So now you have to keep working, and you keep working so you can keep this car. Well, I'm going to get a condo, and then you get a condo, you got more debt. Then, well, I'm getting married. We're getting married. Well, we've got to take out a loan for the marriage because it's real expensive to get married. And oh, she wants a big wedding, and then you get a big wedding and a big ring and all this. And now you're fucking deep in the hole, and now you have children. Oh, shit. And then, you know, you're like, wow, I really don't want to be selling insurance anymore. I wish I could have been an artist. I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have pursued my interests. Well, it's kind of too late. You're 150 miles away from the neutral point. So you've got to go 150 miles back before you could start at zero.